I want to talk about the yin and yang, or masculine and feminine energies. And before I get into what I really want to say, I want to give a little disclaimer because people seem to get offended and outraged when you talk about masculinity and femininity. So it's not this rigid, predetermined fate that a man is entirely masculine and a woman is entirely feminine, and they are relegated to those traits or those forms of energy. That's not the case. They're more archetypes. They're energetic archetypes, and men are more predisposed towards masculine energy. Women are more predisposed towards feminine energy. And you could think of it like a video game, for example. You take different characters in a video game and they have different inherent strengths and weaknesses in the character, in that archetype. So let's take like Mario Kart, for example. Toad, the little mushroom guy, he's really fast and agile. So those are the strengths. And then you have someone like Bowser who's slower but more powerful. So there's different strengths and weaknesses, and it's not better or worse because you can excel with any character, but it's just different. So we have to get over that. Being different does not mean better or worse. It's just different. It's uniqueness. So women aren't better than men and men aren't better than women, even though we tend to value different things in society, falsely value things and place things above others, but it's just different. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, I want to talk to you about my idea of what true masculinity is right now, or the divine masculine from my interpretation, and what I'm creating as well, because I think each individual can create their own version of it. And a key word regarding true masculinity that comes to me is giving. It's giving, okay? Giving and serving, that kind of energy. And in today's society, and throughout most of history, his story, we have a patriarchal society, and it's often the shadow side of masculinity. So it's, instead of giving and serving, it's domination and control and violence. Those are shadow aspects of the masculine. And those are big factors in today's society because we live in a shadow patriarchal society. And when those qualities run rampant, the domination and control, the feminine is suppressed. So you see that manifesting in women being suppressed for the most part. And intuition is suppressed. Creativity is suppressed. Holistic thinking is suppressed, generally, in society. So we see those shadow aspects. But true masculinity lies within giving, sharing, that kind of thing. Because it feels good as well. And even though I have a strong feminine side to me, but I am masculine dominant. I acknowledge that, as most men are. And I feel good when I give. I feel good when I have the capacity to give in any form, and to be able to care and nurture and serve. When I'm able to serve someone and help, that everything feels harmonious within me. It just feels good. It feels right. It feels like I'm in alignment when I'm doing that. Any form of giving, helping, serving, on my own volition too. Because there are imbalances that exist, and you see this with relationships. Some men are domineering and controlling. That's imbalanced masculine energy, shadow side. And then some men are like pushovers. They're whipped. They're serving, they're giving, but not based upon their own judgment. They're doing it because there's a master-servant dynamic. So they're not doing it based upon their own free will and volition. So those are two imbalanced sides of the masculine. The controlling, domineering, and then the pushover. And the pushover one is it's not really stepping into your own power, essentially. So giving, I can't stress that enough, because I think a big role of the masculine is to provide space for the feminine to blossom. Okay? To provide safety for the feminine to express itself. That's a big part of masculinity, in my opinion. It's to provide that space for the feminine. And we're seriously lacking that in today's society. We don't give feminine energy, femininity, the room it needs to blossom. We don't provide the safety for femininity to truly express itself. You see women afraid to express themselves because of the domineering culture, because the shadow aspect of masculinity is so overbearing and suppressive and violent. So people that are embracing masculine energy, and this goes for anyone, if you're male or female, when you're embracing masculine energy, embrace the giving side, the serving side, the finding your own strength, and through that strength creating that space of safety for the feminine to blossom. And this applies for yourself as well. It really applies both internally and externally. Like as a man, you could provide that safe space, both emotionally and physically, for a woman to truly blossom. But also, you can provide that safe space for your own feminine side to blossom as well. So it's not mutually exclusive. Through stepping into your masculine, you can actually allow your feminine to blossom as well. So, yeah, my main message is step into giving. Get used to giving, serving, because it feels good, okay? Be courageous enough to give unconditionally, like the sun does. The sun doesn't judge, it just keeps giving, unyieldingly, unconditionally giving, shining its light upon everything. So embody that sun archetype and give. Embody true masculinity, divine masculinity, and give the gift of giving, okay? All right, peace, much love, and one love, baby.